Hello again, friends, and welcome to CapTV. I'm your host, Nate Campbell, and tonight we have 4 Capital students here to enlighten us on some of their best Halloween memories and plans for this year. This is a discussion you won't want to miss, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Definitely know what it's like to feel alone.
I had no hope, and I didn't think that things would get better.
I struggled a lot with thoughts of suicide myself.
Speak up to anyone that you feel comfortable speaking to about those kind of issues.
If you can get through those rough times, the good times are really good times.
It might be bad now.
There are a whole lot bigger and better things that are waiting for you down the road.
It gets better.
It does get better.
I promise it does get better.
What up, I'm Will, play the bass. We're a jazz group, but we play everything from Miles Davis to Tom Morello.
Hi, I'm Madison. I play drums for the group. Not only do we play covers, but we also play original music. Hey, I'm Danny. I play piano. We've played at benefits, restaurants, and jazz clubs, and we're open to play anywhere.
Hey, I'm Zach, and I play guitar. Check us out on Facebook for our schedule, booking contact, and music.
The Capital University Rock Ensemble is in its 7th season. It was founded by Dr. Mark Lockstamfer as kind of an alternative for the students who maybe didn't fit into our jazz combos, into big band, or into the choirs. So we're a fully functioning rock band. We can travel anywhere. We're singing everything from Jason Mraz to Grace Potter and the Nocturnals to Styx. So there's a little something for everyone. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
Welcome back again to CapTV. I'm your host, Nate Campbell. With me in the studio are 2 fellow Capital students. I'd like to just start off by going around. If you could introduce yourselves, tell us what year you are, your major, and a little bit about yourselves.
Okay, I'm Cody Smallwood. I'm a criminology student here at Capital, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Will Condrich, a sophomore as well, and I'm a music tech major.
Very good. As you guys know, Halloween is right around the corner, and it looks like you're rocking some pretty good costumes there. What are you guys supposed to be, and what made you choose to be those?
You go ahead.
Well, I'm Mickey Mouse, and the main reason is my girlfriend wanted to be Minnie Mouse, and we're going out to the club Thursday and all this, so we decided to match.
Nice. I noticed your pronunciation there of mouse. Is there a reason that you...
Yeah, Mass is the Pittsburgh pronunciation of mouse.
So you're from Pittsburgh. Now, is there any differences between Halloween and Halloween between Pittsburgh and Columbus that you've noticed?
Yeah, Columbus Halloween seems to be a little more nicer, because Pittsburgh you have to run through Jagger bushes and dodge cars, and then if you do make it to the house where they're giving out candy, sometimes they'll just give you a gum band or something like that. So Columbus is much nicer.
You want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about your costume?
Yeah, I'm Luigi, because my girlfriend is Mario, and we're also going to go to the club on Thursday night with him and have a nice fun night.
Very nice. You guys perhaps maybe the first ones ever to think of doing Mario and Luigi costumes, you
Probably.
think? Yeah.
Probably first one ever.
Very good. Now, did you guys make those costumes yourselves, or have you just go to the store and buy them? How did you put those together?
Mine's totally store-bought. His, I think he made that, but I don't know.
I actually did not. I'm not very good at stitching buttons or anything like that, so yeah, I went ahead and bought this from the store.
What are those costumes? What would that cost you?
This one was $5. That's the other reason I chose.
Very nice. Very nice.
This one's a little more pricey, like $35.
$35.
Yeah.
Wow. Very well worth it, though. It's a nice costume you got going there. Absolutely. Have you guys ever handcrafted your own costumes before in the past?
No, that was my mom's job. She liked to do that, and I don't know how to do it, so she does that.
No.
I haven't before. I'd really like to, though. I think it'd be a good time. Maybe we could next year, Will.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. When I was in, I think, 6th or 7th grade, I wore just a plain black shirt, and I Velcroed Barbies all over myself, and I called myself a chick magnet.
That's pretty original.
That's actually something that has not continued with me as I've gotten older, which is strange. Did you guys know that Columbus actually has a lot going on this time of the year with attractions such as the Haunted Hoochie and the Creep? Do you guys plan on attending any of those events, and if so, which one?
I don't know if I'll be going this year, but I went to the Haunted Hoochie last year, and that was pretty scary because they're like a lot of hit you with the chainsaws and,
Tell us a little bit about that. What all goes on there when you go there?
Well, you go in and it's pretty realistic, and they'll hit you with a chainsaw. I think you have to sign a waiver or whatever, and they'll actually hit you and rough you up and mess with you. So
They have paramedics on site.
yeah, it's pretty scary.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to go. I don't think I want to get hit with chainsaws. I mean,
Yeah.
did you lose a leg or?
Yeah, actually.
Wow,
This desk is in the way, but you can't see it. But
That's pretty scary.
Appreciate you coming
I don't
on and
think I'd wanna go.
still talking about
Yeah.
that with us here tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's all in good fun.
Have any of you guys ever been to a haunted amusement park for Halloween in the past? I heard those are pretty fun.
Certainly. Back home, they have Kennywood Park, and they have Fright Nights at Kennywood, and it's they have the rides open, and they also have haunted houses there, and it was always a good time. It was always a good time.
So how does that work? All the rides are open in the park. Wouldn't that be a little chilly at night?
Yeah, but you would just wear a hoodie, I guess.
Warm up, yeah. Find a way to stay warm.
Hand warmers.
Hand warmers.
Yeah, I've never been to actually a haunted park, but I've been to Disney World, and they have some rides there that are.
What are some of the rides at Disney World?
Tower of Terror, we both said we've been on. They takes you up on an elevator and drops you down, brings you back up, stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been on that one before
Yeah.
too. That scares the living
That's
crap out of me.
Yeah, Twilight Zone theme.
Yeah. No matter what time of year, that one will get you. But it
definitely.
is very much Halloween based, I would say. Many of us have very fond memories of trick-or-treating as kids, and maybe even still today we trick-or-treat, I'm not sure. Do you guys have any special memories of trick-or-treating as children?
I liked going as, all the different costumes I could find. There was a crayon, an M&M.
What color crayon were you?
I think an orange crayon.
Orange?
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, I liked that one.
Yeah, I remember my dad used to take us out, me and my younger brothers and sisters, and I would always stay out the latest because, I was the best. And we would plan it so we'd start in the one neighborhood and keep moving over to whatever was trick-or-treating the latest, so I'd always end up with the most.
Good call, good call. Now I know this was something I used to do with my sister. We would dump all the bags out when we got home that night, and we'd sort through what we liked and we didn't like and make trades. Were you guys into that as well? Did you make trades?
Not in particular. I usually just stole it from them.
Yeah, theft for sure.
I would not steal. I would trade them, but I would have to trade high value. I would hold on to my Reese's and Hershey's, and
sure.
if I ever got a full candy bar, I'd have to ask for the whole bag of their candy for one full candy bar.
Yeah, Reese's Cups definitely have a very high stock
yeah.
when it comes to trick-or-treat candy. While we're on the topic of candy, what would you say your favorites are? Maybe they've changed since you were a kid. Maybe they're different now. I don't know.
Reese's for life.
For life.
Yeah,
it's
for life.
pretty
I'd
popular.
have to say
choice.
Reese's too, but it has to be frozen. If you put them in the freezer, they're so much better. If you haven't had it yet, you should try that.
Wow, so you're saying freeze them up and then
Yeah.
go for it. Very, very interesting. Those are the best that you say, and as far as candy goes. What would you say the worst are? Like you go to that house and they give it out and it's just like, I am never going back there again.
Yeah, either when they give you raisins or when they give you a gum band. Either one is.
I hate Tootsie Rolls. Unless
Really?
they're the flavored ones, I don't like the regular Tootsie Rolls. It just seems like it's cheap and doesn't. Also, the double bubble gum, that gum's nasty. I don't know why you'd hand out that gum. It's like a hit in the face.
I think my least favorites would be the Mounds and the Almond Joys. I think that's just a cheap way of doing it. And,
Yeah.
I look down on people who serve
Definitely.
those candies. So every holiday brings our favorite seasonal movies, and Halloween is definitely no exception. What are some of your favorite movies when it comes to Halloween time?
One I just watched last week, Dead Silence. It's like a possessed doll thing. It's creepy.
Very scary.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites is Halloween, or I like Nightmare on Elm Street, or the Jason movies, Friday the 13th. They're all classic, pretty good movies.
Yeah. Were there any that really creeped you out as kids that you have bad memories of? You wouldn't go back that route?
Nightmare on Elm Street for me, for sure. I remember seeing Freddy in my dreams, and he's scary. Like, that is a scary person.
I don't know. I always liked it.
Yeah.
There's some that from when I was a kid that I like to go back and see again.
Definitely. Have you guys ever gotten really into carving pumpkins? That seems to be a pretty popular tradition.
Yeah, in my house we always did. Halloween's always big in my house, but we'd even take the seeds afterwards and roast them and eat those. So
Interesting.
It was always pretty big.
How about yourself?
Yeah, until this year I've done it every year. This year we haven't because the dorms, you can't really bring knives in the dorms, so it's not the best idea, You gotta stay on school rules. But other than that, I'd love to carve a pumpkin, make a smiley face on it, stuff like that.
Yeah, any interesting designs you guys have done in the past?
Well, I had a pumpkin sitting in my dorm last year, and it got vandalized pretty bad, so I don't even want to bring one here. So
Touchy subject, yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry about
like
that.
giving them smiley faces. I don't really like making them sad. I think they're pretty cool when they're happy.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Sure.
Best costume you guys have ever seen? Does anything come to mind? I saw a group of guys this year. It was 4 of them, and they were Chippendales, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Wasn't that you? I thought I saw you in one.
No, that was somebody else. I just thought it was a really, really.
Oh yeah,
good
that's
idea.
actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one.
Any other costumes come to mind?
I saw my dad at a Walking Dead party, and he had like the whole, his face was missing. I mean, it was pretty legit. So
Did it pretty big, huh?
yeah.
Last question I'll ask. You guys into hay rides or anything like that?
I love hay rides. You know, they're a lot better when you can throw people off and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you just get to ride around, look at corn, look at the dark, you know, be cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic when you just have freezing hands riding on this hay. It's like tractor. It's a good time.
Definitely much more special around Halloween time.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for coming on with us.
Thanks for having us.
That wraps it up for this segment. After a short break, we'll shift gears and watch a short clip of more Capital students and their thoughts on Halloween.
Three main areas comprise career development, and those are career planning, job and internship search, and graduate and professional school application. Some of the most popular services are reviewing resumes, choosing and changing majors, and finding internships and jobs. You can find us on the second floor of Blackmore Library. Our drop-in hours are posted there, and you can make an appointment too. Most of our resources, including our contact information, are available on our website. We help you figure out what you want to do, and then we help you do it.
Academic success is devoted to helping students be as academically successful here at Capital as they can be. We provide a wide range of academic support services, including math tutoring, science tutoring, writing center, and then subject area tutoring. We're easy to find. We're right here on the second floor of the library, and they can get more information by either calling us at 236-6327, emailing us at academicsuccess@capital.edu, or just simply going to our website, www.capital.edu/academic success.
Are you tired of lugging your turntable around just so you can listen to your favorite music? You're in luck. Capital University's chapter of the Audio Engineering Society is converting your old vinyl, tapes, and more into digital formats that you can take with you wherever you go. We use professional level equipment to preserve the sound quality of your collection while turning it into a much more manageable size. So let the AES digitize your library. We'll promise it'll still sound just as good. Contact nlockwu at capital.edu for more information.
Welcome back to CapTV. We just got through interviewing our first batch of students and got to take a look at some pretty interesting costumes. Up next, we're going to take a look at some footage of students answering some questions that we had for them.
I would say that my favorite candy has to be a payday.
So I guess my favorite candy would have to be candy corn, since I always got that as a kid.
My favorite Halloween candy will probably be Tootsie Rolls, but like, you know, like the Tootsie Pops and all that, like my favorite flavor would probably be like orange or cherry. But if not that, like if I'm not feeling that type of thing, normally cherry Twizzlers, those my thing. So yeah.
By far, my favorite candy of all time for Halloween, it would have to be Kit Kat bars. Everywhere I went around my neighborhood, it was just like every single one of my neighbors, they just had Kit Kat bars, and I just loved them. My mom, she used to tell me not to eat them too much. I would still eat them behind her back in my room. Had little stashes, little pillows behind my bed where I just kept them in. So, you know, they were just full of like Kit Kat bars, Skittles, and all that other stuff I just gave to like my friends and all that, because I didn't really have too much of a sweet tooth.
When I was 17, it was my favorite Halloween ever, because I went around neighborhood as a streaker, and that had to be my favorite costume ever.
My favorite costume is a bunny.
So my favorite costume growing up definitely was when I was 4. I had this T-Rex costume, and I only got to wear it like half the night because I actually ended up shitting my pants, so my parents kind of threw it out. But it was definitely my favorite costume.
My favorite costume of all time would have to be when I was 3, I was a little pumpkin, and I sat with my grandma and helped pass out candy, so that was fun.
When I was in 3rd grade, I actually went as a pimp. Like I had like, you know, the little coat, I had the red hat with like the little fuzzy stuff on it, and I had like the gold sunglasses. It was kind of real cool. Like I didn't know what a pimp actually was when I was in 3rd grade, so I thought it was cool. But yeah, I mean, I still thought I looked really cool with it. I even had like the dollar bills in my pockets and whatnot, so it was cool. It was fake because I wasn't trusted with money when I was in 3rd grade, but you know, yeah.
Where'd you get that costume from? Did you make it yourself?
I mean, sorta, yeah. Like I bought everything separately. Like I got the robe. I don't even remember where I got it at, but I got it somewhere. Then I got sunglasses somewhere else, the hat somewhere else, and then the dollar bills, like the fake that just, you know, it was the last, you know, piece de entourage.
Like Mortal Kombat, and it was like we were just playing this around, you know, from January to October and all that. And I remember I just went to Toys R Us, and there it was right there on the rack, this little scorpion costume. And I enjoyed it. Went up to my mom, my dad, they got it for me. Went around to all the neighbors. I was telling them, I was like, get over here and all this and that. And they was just sitting there giving me faces like, and some of them, like, you know, the old ladies and all that, they were just like, oh, that's so adorable. But that's probably because they really didn't know who Scorpion was. But yeah, that was probably by far the best costume I ever wore, by far.
It's a good question, but I have to say that personally for Halloween, I'll probably be collecting candy.
So as a joke this year for Halloween, my friends and I were going to go as a male stripper.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I didn't really do anything last year, so I'm hoping that I can find something to do, but I'll probably either go out or find a party to go to, something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
For this Halloween, maybe I might be doing something with some friends somewhere. But if I don't end up doing anything with some friends, I'll probably more than likely end up maybe taking my nieces and nephews trick-or-treating and all that, make sure they're safe around the neighborhood. You know, it's something ever since I got out of really like collecting candy from neighbors and all that, by the age I was 15, I pretty much just like took them around, and everybody else, they just stayed at the house and enjoyed themselves while I made sure the kids got that candy safely and brought them back and made sure they had a good time.
Well, that was some pretty interesting stuff. We're about to take a short break, but when we come back, we will have 2 more Capital students in the studio with us, ready to answer some scary questions. We'll be right back. Sorry.
3 main areas comprise career development, and those are career planning, job and internship search, and graduate and professional school application. Some of the most popular services are reviewing resumes, choosing and changing majors, and finding internships and jobs. You can find us on the 2nd floor of Blackmore Library. Our drop-in hours are posted there, and you can make an appointment too. Most of our resources, including our contact information, are available on our website. We help you figure out what you want to do, and then we help you do it.
Academic success is devoted to helping students be as academically successful here at Capital as they can be. We provide a wide range of academic support services, including math tutoring, science tutoring, writing center, and then subject area tutoring. We're easy to find. We're right here on the 2nd floor of the library, and they can get more information by either calling us at 236-6327, emailing us at academicsuccess@capital.edu, or just simply going to our website, www.capital.edu/academic success.
Are you ready? Take your game to the next level with Capital University's Ultimate Disc Team. Have fun with great people while learning to compete at this ultimate sport. Come join us for late night pickup every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 10 p.m. on Renner Lawn. All skill levels are welcome. Catch it with CU Disc.
Welcome back to CapTV. I'm your host, Nate Campbell, joined by 2 lovely ladies who have agreed to come on with us tonight. Girls, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell everyone a little bit about yourselves.
My name's Audrey Bauer, and I'm a sophomore and an early childhood education major.
My name's Danielle Walker. I'm a sophomore as well, and I'm an athletic training major.
Thanks for coming on with us tonight. If you guys could go ahead and just explain to everyone what costumes you're wearing here.
I'm a cop because me and my boyfriend decided to be cop and prisoner.
And I'm a baseball player because my brother plays baseball and I didn't have to buy anything.
There you go. The cheap way is always the way to do it. Seems like a lot of couples this year are going with costumes that they're both going to match and go along with each other with. Is this the first time you've done this?
It's, I think, the 3rd time.
Oh, wow.
But this time was the best time.
Oh, how adorable. So the first question, we have a good one. Have you guys ever been inside of a real haunted house? And if so, what was it?
Yeah, I've been to this one house that was rumored to be haunted. We didn't get to go inside because it was boarded up, but we went to the garage part where there was a door and tried to open it up. And when we started messing with the handle, we heard like scratches and the doorknob actually like turned. And so after that, we ran, we dipped. We're like, all right, we're done.
And when I was up at Kent last year, me and some friends, we went and we took a Ouija board and we went to this haunted house. It was in the middle of nowhere. And we could actually get inside, and once you walk inside, there's nothing, but there was a desk in the middle of the room. And we did the Ouija board, in the house, and that was terrifying.
So she has done a Ouija board before. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I've had some weird experiences where we're pretty sure that things actually moved, and my friend had he wanted to cast out demons, so he took a Bible and started reading from it, and all of a sudden the light started flickering, and the Bible actually flew from his hands and shut.
Wow.
And after that, I was like, never again. No, you can have my Ouija board. I don't want that.
So it seems like you guys have had some pretty interesting experiences. So would you say that you do believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I would say I do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Have you ever had an experience with a ghost that you think was real?
The only thing that comes to mind at the moment is I think my house is haunted personally. I was in my mom's room and I was in her closet looking for something, and the light was on, and all of a sudden it just shattered, and then the door kind of like shut by itself. And yeah, I ran out of her room, and I grabbed my phone and I sat out on my front porch until she came home.
That might be enough to get me to look at maybe moving, if that ever happened.
I told her, and she laughed at me. She's like, ghosts aren't real. I was like, it's your room. Good luck with that.
Well, I, for one, have never experienced a ghost or anything like that, so I do sometimes have trouble believing it, but I don't doubt what you guys are saying is true. So it seems as though you do believe in that type of thing. Would you believe in movies such as like Paranormal Activity or anything like that? Do those movies freak you out?
At first, like when they first came out, that I did believe it until the DVD came out and there's like alternate ending. But I think some things like that could possibly happen. They do seem to me like, of course, exaggerate a lot.
Yeah.
But every now and then some of the things I feel like could be really real.
Yeah, you too?
Yeah, I think it's based on like true events, but like they have to embellish it to make it like seem better, like in the movies, and
They got to make their money.
Right.
And there are a lot of TV shows as well, like Ghost Hunters and things like that, that do seem to be pretty popular. Do you guys believe in those shows as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same with the movies. Like, I think it's like legitimate things, but then they add their own stuff so that way they can keep the show going and like put people on edge more.
Keep it entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. So we've already touched on a movie and some television shows. What were some of the Halloween movies as kids that you guys enjoyed growing up, and even maybe to this day you still like?
I remember when I was younger with my stepsister, we watched The Ring, and it freaked me out. I could not be in a room by myself with a TV forever, and I would like, every time I saw a TV, I was like, well, is it big enough to where she could fit through it, or no, this one's too small, so I'm okay, but to this day, it still scares the crap out of me.
I saw that movie as well when I was probably in 5th grade, and I don't think I would still want to see that at age 21.
Yeah, it was
How about
so
you?
Scary. The scariest thing as a kid was probably the Halloween Town series on Disney Channel. I mean, actually, I probably still wouldn't watch it. I can't do scary movies, but the most recent, this one dragged me to The Conjuring. No, I will not.
Yeah, that was pretty freaky.
Won't be seeing that one again anytime soon.
I will not. And I will never move into a creepy old house either.
Yep, never.
So, do you guys believe in like ancient practices such as sacrifice and demon worshiping? Do you think those are real and still used today?
Yeah. I mean, I think some people do them. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I think being sacrificed personally would kind of suck.
Yeah, I would not be happy about that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people do believe in it, but yeah, I think it's stupid.
Kind of bogus.
Yeah.
We had touched on a little bit about ghosts and maybe seeing some ghosts, something going on in your houses, things like that. Do you think that ghosts could be friendly? Like maybe a ghost could show up in your house and cook you a meal or do something like that, like almost like a Casper? Do you think ghosts could be friendly?
Possibly. I mean, it could see it happen, or if it was like a family member, it's like saying hi, what's up?
Checking in.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't experienced a friendly one.
No.
One at my house was.
But you haven't really experienced like too mean of one either. It was just kind of a little like dropping by and saying hi.
Yeah, and trying to cut me with broken glass, you know.
That's
Other than
friendly.
that, he was pretty nice.
Now, do you think when you were a kid that Halloween was more dangerous than it is now?
No, I don't think it was. I mean,
I think it was just because like now we have cell phones, so like you can kind of keep in touch like with your parents or whatever. But other than that, I think it's pretty much the same.
there could be more risk possibly, but
I mean, people have gotten more crazy, I guess.
Yeah, on how to poison candy or something.
Right.
Yeah, that's a shame.
My mom always used to check our candy. We
Yeah.
would come in before we could eat any of it. We would dump our bags out, making sure to separate me and my brother's candy, so that way
You want to don't get them mixed up because then
we couldn't
throw a fit.
And my mom's favorite candy were the Reese's, and I think she found a lot of problems with the Reese's.
Yeah, interesting how that works, isn't it? Yeah.
She really did, and I was like, oh, okay, because that's not open, thank you.
Right.
But
And my dad would always want to try candy, make sure it was okay for me before I.
My mom
too.
Yeah.
So.
Mom's like, I'll put myself in danger for you.
That's all so nice. So about an hour north of us is the Mansfield Reformatory. Do you guys have any knowledge of this, or would you ever visit there?
I would never go there.
No?
Yeah. Could not pay me enough money to go there.
What if I paid you $1 million?
Then I would go there.
If going there, looking at the place, kind of like stepping in the front door and leaving counts, then I would do it.
What about spending a night?
Oh no.
I for sure, I would laugh in your face probably.
Wow, even for $1 million.
I might have to think about it.
I don't think I could do it.
Like a really bright flashlight.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't happen.
So the costumes you guys have on tonight, will you guys be wearing those out trick-or-treating or to parties or anything like that? Or is this just for the show tonight?
We actually wore it to a party last week.
Yeah.
That's why we bought it. But if there's anything else that comes up, we might go out and wear it or go do something.
There you go.
Yeah. So where half my hat's gone. It kind of was left at the party.
What hat was it?
It was an Indian's hat. So it's either being worn by someone that was at the house or it was burnt.
Maybe a Reds fan.
Yeah.
I'll get you a pirate hat to wear. You can wear that.
There you go.
Yeah.
We all like pirates.
Trick-or-treating is really popular, especially among kids in the area. And we go to school where there's a lot of families and houses around. What advice would you give to parents and kids who may be going out this year?
Definitely the buddy system. Don't go out by yourself, especially if it's your first time without parents. And even for like drivers, just drive slow in neighborhoods, watch out, have your lights on.
Yeah. And if you are a teenager or, a tween with your cell phone, don't walk around with your face in your phone because walk out into the street and not realize that you're about to be hit by a car.
It can be dangerous because parents want to give their kids some leeway. They don't want to go with them everywhere they go, especially when they get to a certain age.
Right.
And you don't want to see anything stupid happen along those lines, especially around us whenever we can help prevent it. So did you have any serious fears with Halloween when you were kids?
Clowns.
Clowns?
Cannot do clowns.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I still don't really care
And
for clowns.
spiders I know.
I was always scared that someone was gonna like pop out of my closet or something. I'd always have to close my closet like perfectly shut, or I think like little cracks, someone's like looking at me. Or
My brother made sure to scare me every chance he got.
Oh, that'll freak you out a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember closing the
not the
door,
nicest.
running to my bed as fast as I could.
Yeah. He actually, one time he was like under my bed, and as I was getting in bed, he like grabbed my feet.
I would lose it.
I almost kicked him in the face.
So before we wrap things up, do you guys have the opportunity to carve any pumpkins this year? Is that something that you like to do every year?
sadly, I did not have a chance to carve them, but I do like to carve pumpkins. I'll either carve like the jack-o'-lantern face or try to do a design. But.
Yeah, I haven't been able to buy a pumpkin. Don't have money for a pumpkin.
Well, we are in college, so
right.
we know how that goes.
But it was always something I like to do.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Thank you very much, girls, for coming on with me here tonight, and I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight and answering all of our Halloween-style questions. On tonight's show, we've talked to Capital University students about what their Halloween traditions are, some of their costumes, scary movies they've seen, and their favorite Halloween candy treats. Be sure to join us next time on our next week's show. I'm your host, Nate Campbell. Thanks for watching CapTV.